cosmic connection in today's video. We will explore EP12, the Kushite princess who ruled Thebes, Amun's God's wife of Amun. Inside the sacred city of Thebes, power did not always belong to kings. It moved quietly through temple corridors, through priesthood alliances, and through ceremonies that linked the throne to the gods. During the rise of the Kushite dynasty, one woman came to embody that sacred authority. Her name was Amun. She was the daughter of the Kushite king Kushite, and through her appointment as God's wife of Amun, she became one of the most powerful religious figures in Egypt. The office she inherited was not symbolic. It controlled land, wealth, temple rituals, and the priesthood of Amun, one of the most influential religious institutions in the ancient world. To understand the significance of Amun, one must understand the strategy of Kushite rule. When the kings of Kush expanded northward into Egypt, they did not rely solely on military conquest. They recognized that Egypt was held together by religion as much as by royal authority. The temples of Amun in Thebes were among the most powerful centers of influence in the Nile Valley. If Kush could align itself with the temple system, it could stabilize its authority without endless warfare. King Kushite understood this. Instead of destroying existing religious structures, he strengthened them, and he placed his daughter within them. Amun was adopted into the office of God's wife of Amun, a position that effectively governed Thebes through religious authority. From that moment forward, Kushite influence was no longer only political. It became sacred. As God's wife of Amun, Amun presided over ceremonies that reinforced divine kingship. She held estates that supported temple operations and maintained relationships with the powerful priesthood that served Amun. The title carried enormous prestige. The god's wife was seen as the earthly representative of the god's will within the temple complex. Through ritual performance and sacred symbolism, she maintained the spiritual legitimacy of the ruling dynasty. This was not merely religion, it was governance. Through Amun, Kushite authority entered the heart of Egyptian religious life. Temples did not resist Kushite rule. They participated in it. And in doing so, the dynasty strengthened its hold over Upper Egypt. The strategy proved remarkably effective. With Amun guiding the temple institution in Thebes, the Kushite kings could focus their efforts on consolidating power across the Nile Valley. The priesthood remained aligned. The rituals continued uninterrupted, and the perception of divine approval remained intact. Amun served not only as a religious leader, but as a symbol of continuity between Nubia and Egypt. Her presence demonstrated that Kushite rule honored the ancient traditions of the land rather than replacing them. In this way, the Kushite dynasty positioned itself not as foreign conquerors, but as restorers of sacred order. Her influence would continue through the tradition of adoption within the office of God's wife of Amun, ensuring that the position remained tied to royal authority. This created a line of powerful women who maintained control of the temple system for generations. Amun stands among them as one of the earliest Kushite figures to hold this role. Her legacy reminds us that power in the ancient world did not always wear a crown. Sometimes it carried a ritual staff, walked temple corridors, and spoke in the language of the gods. Through her position as God's wife of Amun, Amun transformed religious authority into political stability. And through that stability, the Kushite dynasty strengthened its control over Egypt. The throne may have belonged to kings, but the temples belonged to Amun. and through the temples she ruled Thebes. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this channel. Kindly click Cosmic Connection.